Okay, and now we will be looking at the decks, specifically at the Bennett decks again to see what is the actual secret behind it. And oh, and that was the final pick of Tofu. And the
Yeah.
opponents picked SAYU again.
Right, yeah, well, at this point we are quite familiar with both of these lists, but we did only get to see a bit of a snippet of the bet deck. Let's check out exactly what we're dealing with here. Yeah, so Storm Terrors fetching two different talents, one of which is the Seahorse talent. I am not going to pretend to remember off the top of my dome exactly what it does. I remember loving it, and I remember it giving you one more shield for free.
Yeah, exactly. The things about seahorses is that seahorse skill actually is a very good skill. It deals 3 damage, it gives you 1 extra shield every round, and its passive is that it helps you to draw 1 card when you end turn on seahorses.
Exactly. So getting that extra draw, getting those shields, especially against summon decks, we're not going to get to see it here, but summon decks like Zhongli will have to deal with Seahorse, who doesn't lose his shield the first time he is hit by a summon, and it just makes it so much tankier, so much easier. The only thing you do lose is the Age talent being able to swap or stall for one action, which is a shame.
Which is a shame. They do have 2 wovens here. No electro resonances, which is a bit odd. Okay, but the things about this deck is that you see the Seahorse talent. So for anyone who does not know what the Seahorse talent does, it basically is a 0 cost talent that gives Seahorse 1 extra shield. And the shield deduction that is damaged by summon will be increased to 2 times per round, which is very effective against decks with lots of summon like Zhongli's theories.
Exactly. And depending on if this deck wins or loses, we might see that completely coming into play, and this Seahorse being really tanky and being able to take so much damage while still being a-okay by all means. Looking at the food, it seems quite normal. Looking at all the other stuff, it seems quite standardized. Of course, the opponent's deck we just looked at seems quite the usual amount. We will see if they get their fast swap this time and get those swirls online and going.
Okay, exactly. And what I just explained is about the seahorses against deck like Zhongli Theory, but we might have to wait it for the next match if SAYU is going to win this matches against Bennett.
Exactly. And one more thing that is here besides the freezes, Cube does start it starts the game with a bit lower HP, so that Wolf's Gravestone threshold is looking a bit rough. And sometimes when your cube after reviving hits, it heals up, but if you're up against the Wolf's Gravestone, it's just gonna look rough.
Tofu started against with 2 Dunia Jar, which is very, oh my god, 2 Dunia Jar and 2 Golden Troops. 2 Golden Troops.
And the Timaeus in the middle, truly a Balatro hand, giving you those 2 pairs and being ready to play everything, honestly. There's no reason not to.
Yeah. This is actually a god rules. I mean, the artifacts when you want to get when you play Bennett is the golden troops. The more golden troops you get on the characters, the more dice reduction they will have. Okay, but one problem is that you do not draw the Bennett talents here. Bennett talents is very important in every Bennett decks in every matches. If you get it, then it is very good. If you don't, Bennett burst is still gonna be good, but it is going to be completely less effective.
Exactly. And we will see. We did start on Bennett, which is also quite interesting. We might see some actions come down. We might see some more interesting plays coming from that. Instead of just fully ramping, we might rush that burst and try to get it over with. But honestly, yeah, trying to dodge the swirls and the freezes might more be in your lane of thinking. I'm surprised we didn't start with Seahorse to deal with that.
Okay, I think that starting with Bennett is fine because you need to get some energy on Bennett. You do not bring electro resonance, so you need to do 2 Bennett skills for the Bennett verses.
Exactly, exactly. And because you didn't bring anything to cheat it out, you do need to sit down and get this going at any point. So we might just see 2 actions come down anyway.
Okay. Oh, and Red White decided to use a countdown, which unfortunately withdraws into. We see a Timaeus here. Okay, but the things about this is that in the early games you would want to draw cards like Dunyarzad, Liben, Timaeus, which he does have here, but you do not want to draw cards like Pro Princesses, Lion Song. Those cards are good, but they are good for the late game, not round 1.
Exactly, exactly. And we will see that that ramp will not fully go the way we want it to. We spent some Libens here so we don't overdraw, but they're all only going to be catching 1 die. And yeah, we have a lot of cards, but as you said, those are the cards we want to be seeing later.
Yeah, exactly here. And okay, it is not a good opening for Red White, but he can improve. He draw the Dunyarzad, but that is a bit late. He did draw the courtyard.
Exactly. The courtyard does help us definitely get that gear going, get the setup going. And because our opponent will be sitting on Bennett, in most cases, we will be trying to get those swirls and get that SAYU damage immediately. Because even if you can't stop Bennett from bursting, you can chunk down the cube, you can set up some Hydro on it, and you can have some clean freezes later on.
Yeah, exactly. But now you do not have the fast swap. Bennett actually has 1 fast swap here. So what Bennett will do is that it's not Bennett, it's Tofu. Tofu will go for the second Bennett skills before they swap up to Seahorse. They go full ram and then they wait for the moments they got the Bennett talent, and then they fast swap, they go to Bennett they burst with talent, and boom! That is what you want it to be.
Exactly. But now 10 dice, no talent, is looking a little bit rough, and we gotta decide what we can and cannot do. Remember, in this deck, both of our characters started with 8 HP, so the difference between having and not having the talent is going to be really rough.
Decided to go for the NA here instead of the skill.
Exactly, accepting that our opponent might have the fast swap, but if not, we might see some swap stalling of our own, waiting for the talent to be unleashed, and in the meantime trying to maneuver a bit and make this work out for us.
Yeah, they decide to swap to SAYU.
Exactly.
Okay,
Now it's the question of how you answer it, of course.
I think that he will just swap to Seahorses because Seahorses has shield, and if you compare Seahorse and Q, both are 8 HP characters. One has 2 shields and one does have nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And Seahorse has significantly less value when the Bennett Burst does eventually come down, because the cube with its rock, paper, scissors does get 6 damage from each one of those, compared to Seahorse, who, the skill is nice, but it's not nearly on that level. So this is definitely your tank and the guy who is going to be taking the brunt of most face-on attacks.
Okay, exactly. And now the question is, what is Red White going to play? They has a lot of cards. They got the Gilded Dreams. They got Wolf Gravestone with Coffin with Ancient Courtyard. They got Mystic Soup. They also got Bow Princesses. There's just so many options here.
Yeah, and you're probably just gonna be going in, even without the swirls. I mean, you could sit down and just let the Libens take the dice, but it truly depends on how you want to go about it.
No, it is going to be a big overdraw if that happens.
Yeah, exactly. And you probably cannot get to afford that. We're just thinking of what exactly we want to tune and how we want to go about it. With 8 cards in hand, you can only draw 2, so yeah, you would have to spend a lot here.
Decided to...
A little bit of maneuvering. We see that our opponent wants, to get that Bennett talent. So we're now moving on to Chongyun. We might set up the Frost Field early, and then the Swirls and the Freezes might just come down. Oh, we see Gilded? Okay, so we're going to see a Frost Field and probably Liben take the rest of the dice.
Exactly, and you still need to tune one card because it's going to cause overdraw here. You are having 7 cards right now, so you still need to tune 1 card here. It's going to be a hard choice. Wolfstone is good, Gambler is good, the rest of the cards are good, so... Okay, oh, decided to tune the Mystic Soup. Okay,
exactly, we don't need it, and we don't want to overdraw.
Oh, will Tofu draws the Bennett talent here? We'll see. Oh, there's no Bennett talent. But worry not, we have a Storm Terror. Storm Terror can draw Bennett's talent, but at the same time, it can also draw
70% chance? Oh, but we get the other one. Oh, that's
no.
rough.
Oh no, this is rough. This is so rough.
This is not where you want to be. We're still waiting for the talent, but our opponent is setting up everything. And now, if we want to dodge the Swirls, we would have to go into Cube, who's also our main carry, who we really want to protect.
Okay, what do you do here? I mean, you can still go for the Bennett Burst without talent, but it's just not the best case.
Yeah, so you gotta make a tough decision here of how you want to even try it and how you even want to proceed with this. And if you can get anything out of it, do just cut your losses, accept Bennett Burst without it here, and just work it out. But even if you do, you have to spend a fast swap because Chongyun will just freeze you, and maybe that is what you take. Maybe you let yourself get frozen, then you swap back to Seahorse and you stall for 1 more round, hoping that on the following you can do that fast swap into Bennett Burst and just get the talent in the meantime.
Okay, Tofu still thinking. He's not getting Bennett's talent, so he's definitely going to think what is his next move. Oh?
They have resistance onto Cube. We might be seeing them head exactly there. Yeah.
Oh, so what he wants to do here is that he just goes solo on Cube.
Yeah, we might just see an RPS come down in the meantime. But that will put autos on every single one of your characters. And yeah, if you go to Bennett and SAYU swirls you at that point, you're going to be double frozen for a round.
Exactly, though. I mean, Chongjun can equip Wolfwhip Stone here too, not just SAYU.
Of course, of course. Now, yeah, the fact that he is out of the range for it just means we're probably not even going to see it. Yeah, but now Cube is at 6. We do see the RPS come down.
Oh, and this actually might not be a good play for Tofu because he is not playing around Wolfwhip Stone.
Yeah, we might see SAYU just decide to put the Fear of God straight into this cube with a Boar Princess coming down. Yeah, now it's going to be a big commitment of everything.
Okay, oh
the
no,
Arcane, the Wolf's
Gravestone. Oh no, he's not playing around it. He should have played Mystic Soup to heal cubes back to SHB.
Yeah, this is going to be a rough.
It's going to be rough. It's going to be very rough here. And the fact that Bennett is frozen, which means you can do overload on him.
Exactly, and look at the amount of cards. Oh, Mystic Soup coming down now, but your opponent has a way to block this board easily. Damage?
Damage bonus?
Thoughts?
Damage bonus onto Seahorses, you fast forward to Seahorse, you skill on Seahorses, and SAYU, you die. Oh,
That is true.
Oh, but seems like Tofu did not get it because they are taking quite the time to pick the effect.
Yeah, you would probably slam it down. Actually, is that it? I'm
Is
not
that the
sure.
demi bonus or the dice?
It's hard to tell without being on Seahorse himself, but I would assume because they're not immediately doing it. Oh, wait. Wait. That might be actually what's going on here.
Oh, it's
Oh,
a
it's the
dice.
dice. No.
It's too bad. Okay. There's still hope. There's still hope because
Yeah.
now SAYU do not want to stay here. They really don't want to stay. Don't want to stay here. Okay, I mean, it is still possible that you could stay and you do maybe one more SAYU NA and then you go to Chong, you skill on Chongyun and then you finish Seahorses. It is also a play. Okay,
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. You have a lot of options here. Sayu getting the artifact removed. Golden House lowering the cost of it. We might just see them go all in on it anyway. You do have the board princess. You will get those 2 dice back regardless. Yeah, the hit's coming down, and then we're sacrificing Sayu, and we're kind of hoping that Chongyun will be the one to take all of this down. Ben gets their own board princess, and now, oh, they play it immediately.
oh, immediately.
Gambler's value. Seahorse
Gambler's value.
coming down, taking them all out.
Okay, this might be a misplay for Red YK because now Chongyun cannot finish Seahorses. Seahorse is at 4 HP.
Exactly, the shield is just a little bit too much. Um, we could have played the Seahorse talent, realistically, but the Seahorse talent also resets his shield anyway, so this is totally a-okay. We can just see what to do.
Okay, but what I said earlier that Red Y could go for a SAYU NA. SAYU NA would actually make Chongyun able to knock down Seahorse here.
Yep. And Seahorse here, having 6 dice, by the way, because of the Woven in hand, might actually just be able to do a big chunk of damage to the rest of the units. And this Bennett was a facade, it was a ruse. It was indeed a scam. We have not done much on him.
We indeed have not done much on him. He's frozen with 2 energies.
Okay, and it doesn't seem like the rest of his team cares at all. They're just doing their own thing.
Oh, is it it? Is it it? Wait. Oh my god, he may not have enough dice here unless he plays the Mystic Soup and get the dice reduction.
Exactly, you can get 2 more dice out of your board.
Oh, this is tough. This is tough. It's all down to gamblings now. You gamblers that you could get the dice reduction on Mystic Soup. You play Boar Princess. You play the artifacts. You play gamblers. That may be the play. That may be the only play here.
You might just go for the safe play of playing the board and the 2 artifacts and just calling it a day, getting the Seahorse out. Because then your opponent cannot really kill immediately, but your opponent will still go to Bennett and then take out the burst, so you will lose in most cases regardless. Although, let's say you do just play both of the artifacts here and you get to kill Seahorse. When they Bennett burst the following round, you can freeze both units. No, you might be fine.
Okay. But the thing is that this list has 2 fast swaps. So if Tofu is able to draw the second fast swap, then oh, is he going for it? Is he going for the soup gamblers? Oh, he's not going for it. He's going for the safer play.
Yeah, 2 action or like 1 action here coming down, taking out, and because your Bennett is frozen, you don't actually have a way to respond to this Chongyun now, do you?
Yeah, exactly. And now you can't even go to Cube because Cube is 1 die short.
Oh wait! Oh no, you get
Cube
1
is,
die off of the you get 1 dice off of the board princess.
but
Your
Cube's
Storm
still-
Terror has already procced. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So now it is top. Cube NA only does 1 damage, and Cube skills require 5 dice.
Yeah, we're just gonna float 3 here. It's a rough spot to be, but it's exactly what we need. Now Bennett Burst will heal us up.
Fast wall,
Ooh.
fast wall. Oh, this may actually
Hmm.
be enough.
Is it enough without the Bennett talent though? The Bennett talent will not boost the cube's attack without it. It might actually come down to that, no? I'm trying to
No,
see the
oh,
lines here. Oh, you can fast swap. No. If you fast swap RPS, you do take out Trong, but then you lose to Mirror Maiden. And then Bennett cannot take her out before she freezes him.
okay, okay. But let's just see, let's just see.
Yeah, the burst here, the swap onto Mirror Maiden. We will get hit here. And now, yeah, we're at 6, but without the talent, the cube doesn't do the extra damage. We might be able to survive the onslaught coming from Mirror Maiden. I'm not 100% sure on this. This will do 4 damage and freeze Bennett, putting him down to 2. And then the burst does 5, so even if you Lotus, she can kill him, and she has Gamblers.
Okay, if Red White does not play the Mystic Soup here and Tofu draws the damage bonus one, then he can just fast swap and do cube NA, and that's enough.
Yeah, so yeah, the whole idea is we do want the Mystic Soup to give us the Fury buff, giving us +2. If that does happen, it's always winning, but if not, it might just be over for this Bennett indeed.
Indeed, but now it's down to Mystic Soup. Mystic Soup for both players. Are they able to get what they want? Are they?
We shall see. That thinking about it, there's a lot of options here as to what you want, but it's probably a defensive tool. Oh, we go for reduced dice instead. Wait.
Okay, okay, now it is time for the other players to gamblers. To gamblers.
Exactly. You gamble with Soup here, and you kind of need to hit.
Damage one? Damage one? Oh, it's the damage one!
Oh, they clicked it so fast.
It's a damage so one! Fast. Oh, yes!
Oh, my God.
Oh, no! It's just enough! And it's GG!
Oh, damn! Bennett takes it home! Whoa, the cooking!
Oh, yeah, you know the expression when they click something so fast, you know that they got the things they want.
Yeah, exactly. They're not even thinking about it. Oh my God.
Oh my God. And that is now Tofu wins the set 3-1. Congratulations to them and their cooking. And unfortunately for Red White, they will be eliminated because this is a losing bracket.